Right on. George Chukwu from Canada.
Toronto, Canada.
Good morning,
Good
viewers
morning,
from
George.
around the
Good
world.
morning.
And good morning, Mike Godwin. How are you?
Mm, I'm well. I'm well. It's good to
Awesome,
have you,
awesome.
George.
My
Yes,
pleasure to be here.
beautiful day. But George, when we go through such beautiful moments of our lives, every day is a blessing. But you remember some of the people that probably don't have moments like this. I mean, we're
Mhm.
talking of Nigeria and millions of people that wake up in fear, wake up in no plan, no hope.
Hopeless.
Yes. So that's what we're talking about this morning. Viewers, you're tuned in to Wednesday Hump Day Global Africa Update, and we're here to rub minds on some of the occurrences around the world and mostly in Nigeria. George,
That's right.
so what we're saying is let's start with this, George. It looks like it's abduction season in Nigeria. It looks like it's a season of abducting people, kidnapping people, carrying young ladies away from their homes, young girls that should be in school. George, can this present government withstand what we're going through, what we're experiencing? Let's start with this. I mean, let's rub minds, George. Let's rub minds.
Well, I mean, recently, this has
Mhm.
been happening since 2014. We know this for sure.
Okay.
And for the longest, the
Okay.
government has been complicit over what is happening, whether we
Okay.
like it or not. We
Mhm.
saw it. Jonathan wanted to do this, but they were brought to fight him. Now,
Mhm.
finally, they ousted him. They brought another Mieti Allah
Yes.
individual who came in and then was part and parcel of the whole entire saga that was going on. He looked the other way until they have stronghold from a foothold to stronghold in Nigeria, doing what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and has been. Now, recently, there's another mass abduction because what happened was when Trump started threatening,
Mhm.
guns are blazing. So
Mhm.
now the new strategy is grab as much as you can, leave them in the camp so that there will not be airstrikes. Guns are blazing. That is
Using humans as shield.
human shield. So now, no, so armed kidnappers kidnapped 303 children and 12 teachers from a Catholic school in Niger State. Days after 25 girls were taken in Kebi, it's the biggest school abduction since Chibok girls in 2014. Can you imagine that? Okay. So now what we have been seeing, who is behind all of this? We
George, you're also missing. You're missing what we well, we will take it one after the other, but you're missing again the same Quara where they had the church adoption. They did again yesterday. Do you
okay,
know?
okay, okay.
Yes, 14 people, including a pregnant woman and
The
children.
pregnant woman, we're going
Yeah,
there.
just
It's
close
all
to
there.
that same place. Okay, go
But
ahead, George. I'm sorry. Sorry
what we are
to.
really seeing here is the impetus of these people who believe that they can do what they want, when they want, how they want, and get away with it. And the reason why they are able to do this is simply because there are moles in the government.
Hmm,
There
hmm.
are moles in the government. These are the people that are telling these people whenever there is when there is an attack coming against them, they will let them know. These are the people who has infiltrated our military, who have they infiltrated the government. So they are letting this militia, Islamic terrorists know when attack is coming, when they're supposed to come. Why is it that every time intelligence will say these people are coming because they see them, all of a sudden all our military people that are protecting these places will disappear for 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, right after they finish their insurgency, then they will appear again. Come on,
Okay.
man. Are we
Now,
fools?
George.
Are we
No, we're
fools?
not.
No, we're
We're
not
not.
fools.
So what we're saying, George, is this government cannot withstand this whole thing. Now let's look at some issues around what you're saying, George. Number one is the fact that this is our territory. Nigeria is, like they say, a sovereign country, but our soldiers will probably go after these people, negotiate with them, bring out these girls, and we're not bringing these people to book. We're not saying you
Okay.
people are
Let, let,
dangerous human being living in without
let's
within.
just do this. Let's just do this.
Let's do this.
Let the truth let the truth be told. Okay. Many of these Northerners are sympathizers of these terrorists.
But they're the ones suffering the
Okay,
whole impact.
hold on, because what these people are doing is not a strange thing to them. They are nomads. They say rescue efforts on the way. The 50 children escaped, not because they were rescued. They escaped. Okay, but more than 250 students and all 12 teachers remain captivity, and as security forces and local hunters launch a rescue operations. Okay, so now, if the government is trying to claim that they're the ones that rescue these children, where are the abductors? Where are the rest of the children? So these children must have done this on their own. They ran away on their own. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So now, after this, you see national and global outcry with schools shutting down across the region. That means it's more than the government can do. It's more than our military can handle. It's more than all the security forces in Nigeria for them to close all the schools in the whole region. That means that they are saying we are incapable. We need outside help. So when we're crying about, okay, let the outside help come, they say, oh, it is across the street. No, there is what you call Christian genocide in the Middle Belt. And we know that they are killing their own in the north. So right now, as we stand, the military, all the security forces in Nigeria are unable to deal with these people. And you ask me why?
Why?
Because most of the arms that these people are using, who is supplying these sophisticated equipments that they are banditing all over the place, showcasing them with the green camouflage that our military is supposed to be wearing, and nothing is happening.
George, somebody wrote a piece, and I commended that person for it. You know what they observe? Every time we stretch our hands for peace with these people, these bandits, they bring more violence to us. Anytime we pay them money for ransom, they use our money for ransom to buy more weapons to come and hurt us. So I think with that phrase being put, the best answer is wipe out these people out of the space of the face of the earth.
Listen to this. That's why we are telling you. These people, as the Northerners, are sympathizers. Most of these Northern governors are sympathizers of the terrorists because they call them our brother. Why is it that they will do all of these things and yet they want to, free them through the back door? Why? Tell me why. Somebody who's committed all kinds of crimes, rape, abduction, what else can we say? Raping all these young children, abducting all these young children, killing all these, killing some of them, and just killing people, murdering. All these are crimes that they are committing, and yet we are laughing and we are handling them with kids' glove. Come on. These are enemies of the state.
How can we be negotiating with people that don't care about our lives and our future? I mean, Nigeria can do better than this. So, George, that's the question. Can Tinubu's government withstand all of this? Now, we heard the United States government is planning on collaborating with the army. George,
did you not hear what's been going on? Many of these people are still out there propagating and saying, pontificating, oh, there is no Christian genocide, all this kind of nonsense that they are doing. That is even the worst part of the whole entire thing.
That's the worst part.
Isn't so shamefully that some pastors are out there talking nonsense? Where are the Kumiyis of this of our generation in Nigeria? Where are the Adeboyes? Where are the Chris Oyakilomis? All these big-mouthed Christians and pastors, who's been? Where are they? All of them.
Now, one of them gave the excuse that when this
person who came out to talk, the only person who came out to talk was Ashimolowo.
Now, one of the big pastors in Kogi, I won't mention his name. He said, as long as the bandits have not they didn't call Jesus Christ's name while doing the killing, it doesn't really concern them. That's a strange thing to
Why
say.
would it concern them? Because they,
Mhm.
the only time you see them fighting is when it comes to when you come against their money, the tithes and offerings. That's all they care
Ah,
about.
okay. So
That's what
anyway,
they care about.
let's do a little of, but you have broken it down the other way. But I wanted to say it's
But
a small
24
name.
KB girls,
Yeah, the big girls. Let's
you
see
know,
the clip. Let's see their clip before we continue. Let's see a little on them.
Okay, Bismillah.
My name is Zainab Polo from SS3A.
Okay, student of.
GGCS Manager.
Okay, number 1 kenan ko?
Yes.
You?
Fatima Sanism from SS2 3E
Mm-hmm.
from GDCS.
Okay. Number
Mariam Usman.
number what?
3.
Uh-huh.
Mariam Usman.
Okay.
JSS3A.
Okay. You?
Salima Sanism,
Okay.
SS3E,
Number what?
number 5.
Oh, number 4.
4,
You number
6,
number 5.
5. Now that's the degree. SS3A.
Okay. Who is the next number?
6.
Okay. Your name? Mm-hmm. The next number. Number what?
Number 7.
Uh-huh.
Najat Abdullah from SS3.
Okay.
Mariam Elias,
Call your number first. Number what?
number 8.
Uh-huh.
Mariam Elias from SS3A.
Uh-huh. Next one.
Number 9.
Uh-huh.
Amina Ilyas. JS3A.
Uh-huh. Number.
Number 10, Jamila Elias, SS3A.
Uh-huh.
Number 11. Hawa Lawali from SS3A.
Uh-huh.
Number 8.
let it go. Let it go. Let it
Yeah, let it go,
Let it
George.
go.
So
Because this
while
is
we're
nothing
playing
but,
this,
this is what you
Mhm.
call fake propaganda.
okay.
They were freed.
Mhm.
President Ahmed Tinubu is welcoming the 24 schoolgirls kidnapped in that Maga KB state after terrorists seized them early on November 17th.
Mhm.
Where are the terrorists who are who took them?
Mhm.
Okay,
That's
where
a
are
good-
they? No. These are the question because I don't give a care. Yes, thank God that they were were they rescued or did they run away? Or is the government
Mhm.
going to take credit for the kids, actually strategizing and running away from these people? Who actually rescued them? From whom did they rescue them? Where are the kidnappers?
Where
Where
are the
are they
kidnappers?
lodging? So how
Okay.
come none of them were able to be captured or killed or whatever the case
Mhm.
might be? You need to
Mhm.
publicize these things. If they were killed, they need to publicize it to show these people that we are serious about business.
Okay, George, those are the questions. That's why we said it's abduction season, and can the Tinubu government really withstand what's
The
happening?
point you can see
Now,
that
they
they
have to come
can't.
here.
They cannot.
Now, okay, so George, the other part of it is see how vulnerable and naive little innocent girls they come to carry.
Can you
And
imagine?
listen to this. There's something called PTS, post-traumatic syndrome, and this will surely be on these girls. These girls' lives can never be the same again. And you're talking
No.
about thousands of other children and Nigerians that are being treated like this, taken out from their homes, taken into the forest, raped, molested. So we it's a very dire situation for
And the
Nigeria.
funniest part of it is that these kids will now be returned back to their parents. And there will not be any kind of psychological evaluation. There will not be any kind of help to help them through the emotional trauma. They're going to bury this thing under, and tomorrow they will not be normal functioning citizens of Nigeria ever again. Those girls need help. Those boys that are kidnapped need help after going through the terror of not knowing whether they're going to live or die. Can you imagine that as a little child?
Little child. Now, George, it's serious. George, let me also announce that on the other part of the program, the other segment, we'll be having a guest. I hope he'll be here. He's a young man that is vying for office in Abuja as the chairman of a party in Abuja, and he's coming to tell us a lot because he also has a lot to say. So stay tuned for that, George. Now you're on guard. He's called Dr. Mo, and he's also a close associate to Peter Obi. So with him, Peter Obi will also be in the studio very soon. George, let's talk about this whole thing. It now looks like it's a sort of game. It's a kind of fun fair. It doesn't even look. You want to laugh at this whole thing, George. They took some people away last time in a church in Kwara, and the same Kwara State, central Nigeria, viewers. Kwara State is one of the middle belt part of Nigeria. The same Kwara State, yesterday they came to take about 12 people again. So is this thing not being turned into a kind of mockery that the government is weak? They can go into any place and get people, kidnap people, and nobody will do anything about it. Is it not a mockery? Has it become a game, a sport we're playing now in Nigeria? Terrorists going back and forth, kidnapping people, releasing them, taking ransom money, taking kidnap money, and all of this. Is it now a joke? We're talking of people's life here, George.
Okay, so this new abductions in Kwara. Okay, suspected bandits raided Isapa town, abducting 11 residents, including a pregnant woman, 2 nursing mothers, and 7 members of the family, despite heavy security presence in the area. In the area. 1 fatality, community on edge. The attackers, numbering up to 30, arriving with cattle, fired sporadically, killing elderly women with a stray bullet and forcing residents to flee. Okay, now government moves to respond. Kwara State has set up a high security community, to develop both short-term and long-term solution following this attack. The recent Eruku church invasion, where 3 worshippers were killed, released. Listen to this. This happened before the presence of security forces. Isn't this a mockery to the government, to the military in Nigeria, to DSS and all these rest of these people that are all over there, just just showcasing their power over citizens? Here is where the rubber meets the road. Let's see your power, all military people. Let us see what these two guys are doing. Please save our children, both Christians and Muslims. Save our children.
So, George, you agree that it has become a thing of mockery?
It's more than they can handle. Yes, we know they can handle it.
It's like a sport now,
Yeah,
play here, play here.
It's a mockery to the government.
Now, George, let's go down again. Do you know in Kanu, they kidnapped women yesterday again? Do you know 10 women in Barasawa village of Kanu State?
Yeah.
Barasawa. 10 women.
Was another night raid. Okay.
Night raid.
Okay. On more than 30 motorcycles, some multiple communities in what you call Panwanwa local government abducting women and men in coordinated nighttime attacks across Okay.
George.
So dozens taken.
Dozen.
Terrified. At least 8 women and 2 men were kidnapped in Masarura or whatever you call it. 5 women in Birisawa and 3 women in Sundu. Though 2 later escaped. Residents say bandits went house to house, heightening fear and pushing many men to to sleep outdoors to avoid capture. So this is what can you imagine? It's a mockery.
It has become a game of sorts. It's like a fun fair,
Can you just imagine?
Because they know our government can't do anything. They know.
Listen to this, though. It said the attackers reportedly accessed Kano through border routes from Katsina.
Yes.
Security agencies have been notified, and such rescue efforts are underway though officials have yet to release a formal statement. Listen, what are they going to say?
What are they going to say? What are they going to say? So George, viewers, it's interesting what we're discussing today. This is Wednesday News Echoes Africa update, and we're talking about the incessant kidnapping, terrorist attack, all these things, funny. So we are looking at it from the angle of it has now become a mockery of a sort. It's also like a game, fun fair. These terrorists are having fun, kidnapping our people, our citizens, and raping our women, doing all kind of sorts to people because they know that there's nothing the government can't do much. They know they will be given ransom, they will be paid ransom, they can't come and get them and all of that. Because how do you come out more very ferocious in this act when this is what we are all talking about and they are increasing it, George? So in Kanu, we've heard what George said about 12 people, 10 people from different villages were kidnapped in the night. It was a night raid. And the list goes on and on and on. George, also, you didn't talk about Niger. Did you talk about Niger?
No,
Niger.
we haven't talked about Niger.
Niger. George, tell us Niger. Tell us Niger, George. What's there in Niger?
Okay. I don't know if I have the news on the Niger section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It is also a similar thing. It is all about 100 and something people, young people, girls and boys kidnapped in Niger, students. And George, the other news again is Nasarawa. Nasarawa is also south northeast. Nasarawa they kidnapped, but federal government the police came to deny it and say there wasn't anything. But the people I'm talking to on ground say yes, there was a kidnap, there was that adoption. So, but numbers, we don't have exact numbers now, but so far I think Nasarawa is two students. But we don't have.
It's become such a joke right now.
Yeah, it's true.
And it seems as if what they wanted to do to Jonathan's administration is now what they're doing to Ahmed Tinubu's administration.
Okay.
That's what it is. So now let me say this. This is a strategy to ensure that if Trump decides to come, there will not be a raid. Because the fastest way to destroy these people is to come through the air and wipe them all out in one. So now what is happening as they're kidnapping all these children and they're taking them, they will keep them as human shield.
Sure.
So that any attack that will come to them will be a ground force rather than airstrike. And that's exactly what they are doing. And let me tell you who is giving them. It is all these terrorist sympathizers that are in our government and that are almost in the communities that are giving them this strategy. There are so many government officials. You remember what Jonathan said? That many of them are in his government.
Yes.
And many of them are in Ahmed Tinubu's government.
There's no denying
it. How can intelligence come and let the security forces know that these people are coming? All of a sudden, by the time they get there, the security forces will disappear. Yes. After they have done their raid, they will appear again. How is it that every time there was a strategy to come against them, they will know? Who is telling them? Because they have a whole lot of moles in our communities, in our governments.
Yes, because the people are gaining out of it. Remember all the USAID thing, that factor, that benefits that comes to Nigeria. Well, part of that money goes to Boko Haram, goes to so many of these ISWAP, all these organizations, and that's why we are calling on the United States government, Trump, to look at those aid being sent to Nigeria. Some of those aid could be stopped because it's going to the wrong hands. It's going to the wrong people.
Not only that, we're talking about U.S. is now talking about collaborating with Nigeria to increase the aid and increase weapons that are being sent. Most of them will end up in the hands of these people.
Okay.
I think they need to bring their own soldiers, their military men, both airstrike and otherwise, and wipe these people out of the surface of the earth once and for all. They are criminals.
They are criminals.
Because when you arrest them, authority will call.
They don't know love. They don't know peace. They don't know reconciliation. They don't know all of that. They have one agenda. That agenda is to kill so they can go to heaven, like you say, George, and be with their 7 virgins. But George, they are having virgins here too. When they take these girls are little, 16 years, 17, still virgins. I mean, is that not enough for them? Why do they want to kill again and go to heaven and take more virgins? When some of us don't even have...
Well, they want to enjoy their heaven here on earth and then go to that hell they call heaven in their own whatever over there, and then have 7 virgins. I mean, this is just this is shameful. It is shameful.
It's crazy,
It is
Judge.
so shameful. Honestly, I don't even know how to deal with this situation anymore, because I mean, there are every aspect. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
let's hear the truth about this whole thing. Given the opportunity,
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
beloved president will fight against these people. His hands are tied.
His hands are
Do
tied.
you think that he does not know that there are so many moles? Do you think, all the news coming out about some of these government officials, that are working with these people, they're being exposed? He
George,
knows.
we are Nigerians. We are strong people. We will not be bullied by these bandits. We will not be put to fear. We will not be silenced by their raging, gun blazing things and all of that. We will rise against them, George,
Let me
because
let me
there's a
just say
bigger
this.
plan God has for us than all of this. We are not doomed to be pursued around by scruffy-looking ragtag men that are not even up to any level of our status. George, tell me.
Let me tell you something. In the book, we are living in the new covenant of Christianity, which is
Mhm.
more superior to the Old Testament.
Okay.
In the Old Testament, okay, Isaiah 37 verse 36, one angel killed 185,000 soldiers. One angel in the Old Testament. So my question, I am asking again. All these pastors that are making noise, is it that they are complicit or they feel powerless? Are they not priests and kings unto God? Where is David Oyedipo? Where is Chris Oyakilomi? Where is Enoch Adiboye? Where is William Kumuyi? Where is Bishop Michael Konko? Where is Lazarus Muoka? Where is Matthew Oshimolewe? I'll give him a pass. Okay, where is Paul Enenche? Where is Paul Adefarasi? Where is Johnson Suleiman? Where's Chris Oketie? Where is Pastor Poju Oyamede? Where is Sam Adeyemi? Where is Bishop Francis Wale Okay? Where is Pastor Daniel Kayode Olukoya? All these men are men with mega churches in Nigeria. Are you telling me that our Jesus is not strong enough? The angels, innumerable company of angels that is written in the Bible that fought in the Old Testament cannot come against these people. When these pastors come together, rather than facing what is happening, Christians are being killed in the Middle Belt. Where are they? It's only when it comes to fighting over tithes and offering, that's when you hear their voices. This is the time where spiritual rubber meets the road, pastors. Are you not ashamed of yourself that you are living in a country where Muslims are massacring Christians and you guys are keeping quiet in your churches? This is where the Christian rubber meets the spiritual road. We need you guys to come out and deal with this situation spiritually the way you're supposed to. Because you can. If you understand the power that is with you, the anointing that is upon you. We are calling upon all these pastors. Gather yourselves together. Call a fasting in the nation. Let all this corruption be exposed, all these sympathizers to be exposed. Let's eradicate this nonsense that is happening in Nigeria. Unless you guys are spiritually weak bones, you don't have any power and anointing. You can stay on the pulpit and talk all this stuff you guys are talking. When the rubber meets the road, I don't see you, God, all of you. All you
This
major pastors in
George
Nigeria.
is
No, seriously,
George,
this is the time
George
to call
is
upon
blowing up.
them.
All right, George. Thank you very much. George, let's take a short break. You're blowing hot here now. Strong words.
No,
This is it. We're on Wednesday African updates. George has blown the whole arena
no,
hot.
because what you need to understand, when the kings of Israel were unable to do anything, they called on the prophets. It was the prophets that were able to call upon the power of Almighty God to come and do these things. Where are our pastors in the new covenant? We have a better covenant established upon better promises. Where are they? Why can't they come together? One can chase 1,000 of flights and two 10,000 of flights. And they are all sitting there in their sealed, beautiful, air-conditioned churches.
Thank you, George. George, let's take a break.
To come out.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. We'll come back.
In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian soul are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Viewers, you're welcome back to the second segment of our program this morning, Wednesday, the 26th of November 2025. And I'm here in Milan. George is in Toronto, Canada. And we have a guest in the house. We have an aspirant. Nigeria is a very big country, viewers, you need to know. We have different states. We have constituents, we have local governments, all makes up the fabric of the structure called Nigeria. So joining us in from Abuja in Nigeria is a man that is blowing hot in that part of the world, George, Dr. Mo. Dr. Mo from Abuja. Dr. Mo, good morning. Is it morning? Is it afternoon? What's the time there in Abuja? Dr. Mo, can you hear me? Okay, I think the network just sees somehow. Dr. Mo, if you when you get the signal, let us know. Okay, George, we're heading towards 2027, and what happens in politics calendar is the year before the very moment of election. For that time, you have all kinds of campaign. You have so many activities going on. Dr. Mo, can you hear us now? Okay.
I think he can hear us. Maybe because of where he is.
All right. Dr. Mo, would like to hear you. You need to unmute your phone. Okay. So, George, 2027 is coming close, but 2026 is the year of campaign. I mean, I'm talking of Nigeria and its political calendar. 2026, a lot of activities will be happening, and what we know is that some of these parties will be pushing hard. I think anybody that comes with the issue of security at this point, George, will probably have the people.
I think he's available now.
Okay, Dr. Mo, unmute the audio. Oh, yeah, good. Nice.
Yeah, Malcolm here. Dr. Sir George, good to have. Yeah, it's
good.
Glad to be here.
Good to have you.
Pleasure having you.
I don't know if probably you could park in a small place for a few minutes. Maybe the movement might switch off your network. What do you think? Or is it steady? Will it stay through?
It's steady, but in the few minutes I'm going to be parked. But I think I'm right in the place where
Dr.
the network will.
It's good to have you. Let's meet you. Can you please tell us who we have in our frame here? Let's hear you.
So my name is Dr. Mo, like I'm known, but it's Dr. Moses Paul. That's my full name. And
Okay.
I am the ADC candidate for the upcoming election that is coming up on the 21st of February, 2026, just about 3 months away.
Okay.
I have a PhD in environmental resource planning, and I've been here. I'm an author. Well, I don't want to say I'm a former activist. I'm a full-blown activist, because I still fight for the rights of women, children, and hold governance and government accountable. And now a full-blown politician, because I have to do politics to be able to get into governance and the frame of leadership. So this is essentially who I am, and I've been around here in this geographical space for the last 40 years of my life. Like I tell people, I went to primary school right here. My PhD was acquired here. Mark, I tell you something. When we hold interactions in Harvard and in Oxford and other places, and people ask me questions, I'm like, no, I didn't school abroad. I schooled right here in Nigeria. And this is why, as part of the introductions that I give, I know that good can come out of this land, even though right now we have children who are out of school in this place called AMAC. AMAC is Abuja Municipal Area Council. It's like London. It's like KC or maybe New York. It's a very important geographical place in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it's the most important geographical space. So I tell people that I'm not running for a local council. This is the most symbolic, important place in Nigeria. The president lives here. The ministers are here. The National Assembly is here. All the diaspora embassies are here. So in a nutshell, just to let people know in terms of introduction, what who Dr. Mo is.
Nice. All right, Dr. Mo, before you came, yes. I've heard you speak. I've seen some of your presentations, and you really have it, to be honest. And on top of that, there is empathy with you. You know how to relate with the ordinary people. You know how to carry yourself along with your constituents, the people there. Dr. Mo, let's understand some things. We were before earlier on. I hope you're there. I think we lost him, George. Okay. Yes. Georgie. So Dr. Mo, he's back. Dr. Mo. Yes, I was saying. I heard some of your presentations. I've seen what you're doing around. And one thing on top of all of what you've said, your credentials, your resume, what I saw in you was that ability to still relate with the ordinary people. There is compassion with you. There is understanding. You know how to follow with people. You're cordial, and those are the more bigger credentials you have, not those documents, my brother, because this is what actually puts you with people. You know, the ability to relate, being cordial, understanding people, have empathy. That's key. That's why I really I say you're a great guy. Dr. Mo, now we were discussing some issues earlier, this insecurity in Nigeria. And it's so saddening. Nigerians abroad are really disheartening. We're fed up. Kwara had the situation, and when they brought back the people, now yesterday again they took some people. So we are saying, is it now a fun fair? Is it now like a mockery, a joke with people's life? Kidnappers taking people back and forth, paying ransom, and all of this thing. Tell us, Dr. Mo, what's all of this?
Well, you see, the reality of the issues right now are really disheartening, and it's not something to write home about, because when we're talking about the lives of our brothers and sisters, and I can understand and how Nigerians feel, you know, home and abroad, and this is what makes us Nigerians. You know, when you meet Nigerians anywhere in the world, there's a connection that we have. There's that energy of essence. And I love something about Nigerians when we are outside Nigeria. What holds us down and back at home is completely loosened and broken, because it doesn't matter your tribe and religion. When we meet in DC, when we connect in California, when we're in London, we drop all of those things. What we see is who we are. And so I love the fact, and I strongly believe that the Nigerians in diaspora has a lot to do and to play, regarding the safety and the redemption of Nigeria. What we have right now is I want to speak from the place of honesty, not that of bashing even the people who are in government, but to say that the reality right now is really bad. And while I know that, for example, because I know we will get to it in terms of the statements from the West, while we should not, while no any other nation or people can hold sway for the destiny of a nation, at the same time, when our internal integrity is compromised, then what happens is that it allows us, to become, when you don't clean your house, then you give room for people, to say all kinds of things. And this is where we find ourselves, because we have not been able to take care of ourselves at home. We have allowed the principal responsibility of government and leadership is to ensure that the livelihood of people, the properties, the life of people are secured. And sad to say that where we are right now is very bad. We're in a very, very bad place. And this is why I believe that the government and leadership, and that's why I'm running for office, because at the end of the day, it comes down to the locality of where we are. Security is local, education is local, livelihood is local. And while we're putting so much concentration on the presidency, there needs to be light at the grassroots where the governance and people are concerned.
Okay.
Right.
Dr.
Yes, let George go in. Let George go in. Powerful. George, go in. Go ahead,
Dr.
George.
Moore, I don't know if okay, you can hear me. You are running under ADC.
Okay, I'm back now.
Are you running under ADC?
Yes, ADC. That's the coalition party. ADC.
Coalition party. Okay. Now, my question to you is
that's
this.
African Democratic Congress.
Congress, that's right. And you are running in Abuja, right?
I'm running in Abuja.
Okay, as
Chairman,
what office
As the
are you running
chairmanship for the chairmanship of AMAC is equivalent to the mayor of London.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so my question to you is this. Understanding we have a Muslim ticket, a lot of people are saying that the government right now are complicit to what is happening with all these terrorists because they are Muslim tickets. Number one. Number two is you under ADC, we saw that Atiku recently just left PDP and joined ADC. And this is how many times he's been running for the office under, for the presidency. My question to you is this. What happened in the past when Peter Obi came out to run and then Atiku was able to hijack the nomination? And he knew that there is no way he was going to be allowed to be the president after Buhari. Would you consider this time also that he's coming in, if he comes in as the presidential candidate for 2027, which that the presidency is to the south for 8 years, the handshake between the north and the south, would you support Atiku or would you advise him to step down because he's from the north? I know it's a tough question.
It's a very interesting question.
Yes,
and
it is.
And also just to and to help the narrative of conversation, Atiku is not running under the ADC yet. He just picked up the form to become a full-fledged member of the coalition party. That's what happened 2 days ago.
We know his aspirations. We know what he's been fighting for. We know he's going to step in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear you. George, let him answer the question. There's where it's going to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Atiku is not running yet. Nobody knows who is going to be running under the coalition party as presidential candidate. We don't even have an aspirant yet. Those things are not on the table yet. What we're doing right now is just galvanizing membership, and you can see that it's army is actually gathering, because of course Peter Obi is here with the coalition party, Atiku is here, Amechi is here. You have the likes of El-Rufai, Tambuwal, and other people all coming under the coalition party, because it's important that all the opposition parties come together under this coalition so they can be strong. The one thing with politics is that it's about timing, and there are things that if you say the right thing at the wrong time, is going to be jeopardizing the potential of everything. I can tell anybody listening this: politics is about timing. I was I went to the Labour Party because of Mr. Peter Obi, even though I was never a card carrying member. But I served, I traveled, we put our energy under the 2022-2023 general election. And of course, we know that Mr. Peter Obi won that election under the Labour Party. But right now, I'm running under the ADC, because at the end of the day, these are vehicles and platforms. There were people that I couldn't have told before that I was going to run under the ADC. They would just bury me until the right time. And so, to your question, there are things I cannot say here right now because it's about timing. But I can tell you, once I'm done with my election in February, I can categorically begin to say some things, because our convention is coming. By the time the convention is done, the window, things will become more clearer. Nobody can say whether it's Atiku or it's Obi or it's Amechi. Any of those things are just assumptions right now, because there are gradations. People outside who are not part of politics will not understand this, but it's about timing. And in time, everything will be revealed and unveiled that we can see. But nobody should say whether Atiku or Peter Obi is, nobody's running yet. What we're doing is just gathering the momentum of the coalition party.
Nice.
Now,
hold
on.
Okay.
Let me just say this. Hearing you, listening to you, the way you diplomatically and politically answered this question, you running for the mayor of Abuja. I am going to call you the Zoran Mandani of Nigeria. I'm going to help you out. Whatever we can do to help you to get there, we will do it in this platform. You are our Zoran Mandani.
All right.
Thank you very much. I mean, I truly appreciate this, and I take with all honor, and I'm glad, because to be quite honest, this is what I've been doing, taking care of primary school, ensuring that our people have, their livelihood, and this is what I've been doing in the last 20 years of my life.
Wonderful. And there is nothing as beautiful as well articulated answer that you just gave, and understanding, because I mean, I have seen many, even in Nasarawa. There was a friend of ours who is a politician today. He went back home to run to replace the father. But when you see an educated and enlightened, exposed individual run for these offices, you are already guaranteed that when they step in, based on the history of what they have done in the past, they will do much more for our country and our localities. So I'm really happy to have you here on this platform, and whatever we can do to help you, we will definitely do that.
Yes, George, thank you so much. Dr. Mo, take note that George covers SSM in Canada, Toronto, Quebec, and all the parts of Canada. And George has
North America, actually,
North America, actually, yes. And he has very huge followers there. So, mark his words are bond, and we'll see to that. Now, Dr. Mo, let me put this one to you. Yes, like I said earlier, I've had some of your presentations and speech and things. What do you bring differently to the table in AMAC? What's something that will be unique for the constituents? Something that have never been done before by all other chairmen and mayors. What are you bringing differently to that part?
I can tell you one. I mean, there are too many things, but let's just the basics, because there are too many low-hanging fruits. I tell you this. I mean, and I need the world to listen, because many do not even understand what AMAC is. If you're a Nigerian, and let's say you are from Anambra State, for example, and you live in Atlanta or you live in London or Asia or China, your connection to Nigeria is not through Anambra State, it's through AMAC, because the embassy that gave you the certification to be able to live where you are is resident in AMAC. That's how important AMAC is. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to be bringing a lot to the table. 4 or 5 years ago, I get through my free foundation. I used to get grants from the American Embassy and other people to put children in school. One of the things I'll do differently is that we have people who have been leading AMAC all these years who do not even understand the issues that you and I are discussing here. And this is why you can see that children have been out of school for months right here in the most important geographical space in Africa. I have a PhD in environmental resource planning. I've been 20 countries around the world. I went to primary school here. I was the head boy in primary school, head boy in secondary school. I'm an impeccable student. So I can tell you that one of the things I'm going to do is to ensure that you would never have anybody out of school, whether your parents are poor or rich. The status quo of education in this part of the earth, in this place, is completely going to change. No child will be out of school because of any reason at all, because we are signatory to what you call the universal basic education. What that means is that there are portals through which I would ensure that every child is in school, regardless of your background. That's one of the things I'm going to do. I'm going to ensure that we have open governance. For the first time, AMAC is going to have transparency and accountability. This has never happened. This is what people are afraid of. As we speak right now, AMAC is a place where, in terms of businesses, I have done a case study around all the markets in AMAC. AMAC, all the markets are entrapped with all kinds of litigations. I'm going to unbundle that. That is one of the big things that I'm going to do to allow for young people to have jobs, to have innovations. AMAC is very dirty, as you can see from the research that we've been doing. And as somebody who has a PhD in environmental resource planning, I was on a rise a few weeks ago. I have 2 people who have called, American companies, who are saying that they want to partner with me because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. I know what to do in terms of waste management. All of the things I'm talking about are going to be things that are going to be upscale, that have not been done before. I don't want to talk about some of the programs and some of the things I'm going to be doing. My thesis has to do with agriculture. As I speak to you, AMAC does not have a farm. All the things you're seeing with the banditry and touts is because we do not have visionary leadership that are able to channel this energy. I'm going to have literally thousands of young people in different farms, in different innovations, in tech, in innovations of tourism, of ICT. These are things that I am also going to, because I train for some of the multi-million-dollar industries that we have. These are the things I bring to the table that does not even exist as we speak right now. I told you that AMAC has over 100 embassies. I don't want to tell you what I'm going to do with that, but these are innovation hub of multi-dimensional areas where funds are going to come in. I travel to Atlanta to bring in medical equipment to help some of these senators to revamp some of the healthcare centers. What do you think I'll be doing as chairman? As I talk to you, and I'm calling out the chairman who is here right now. 2 years ago exactly, I went to meet the chairman and I told him this is what we can do in terms of innovation to revamp the healthcare system, because I'm fixing healthcare systems, primary healthcare system right here in AMAC, in Tunga Madaki and other places where women are giving birth without toilets. I'm fixing and revamping toilets. I'm going to bring newness completely to the health sector, to the education sector, to ensuring that our young people do not wallow away without jobs. There are too many things that I bring to the table that does not exist. And I tell you, one other one that is very interesting, especially for those who are into all kinds of businesses. Right now, as we speak, we do not have a single payment system. So it is very difficult to do business in AMAC. I'm going to ensure that we have an environment that will shut out millionaires and billionaires and allow young people with small businesses to be able to thrive. Because right now, you can't do business in Amak because there are multiple taxation. The environment to do business is so difficult. I do business in Amak, and there are over 10 to 20 different departments that are harassing business people. This is why we are where we are today. And this is why Amak does not exist in terms of governance and performance. These are some of the things I'm going to do to revamp the state of the nation and bring a newness to what we have today, to the symbol of what Nigeria is, because the image of Amak is actually the image of Nigeria.
Okay. Now, let me. I gotta ask a question, okay? Because I have had experience myself. Under Jonathan, I was, the director for Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria, North America, in Nigeria, and I saw the pushback locally. When we started doing a lot of great things, we saw local pushbacks. Now, my question to you is this: should you win this election, or when you win, how would you want to work with Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, knowing that there are foundations that he's laying right now that is actually messing some of the things you're saying? How would you work with him, in order to make sure that all these plans that you are bringing, he will work with you to make sure that it's facilitated and it actually brings fruit to the local people there?
First of all, I think the minister is going to love me because he is Christian as a Mr. Project. My life is all about projects. But let me put the caveat here for the people to understand something. I've also seen the minister publicly, holding the Amak chairman responsible. On 2 occasions, the minister himself, was very embarrassed because he said, as local government chairman, the minister has been local government chairman many years ago, and he said he was able to provide vehicles for the security people, police. And he was very appalled that currently the chairman is not doing anything where the security of the people are concerned. And this is on the social media. Anybody can check this out. He also said very damaging and disparaging things concerning the current local government chairman. Now, this is not me. This is the minister himself. And so I want to think that for somebody who is doing what I'm doing, even as an individual who is running for this office, that the minister is going to ensure that I have all the funds available to do my job. But let me tell you, many people are not aware that the job of the minister is completely different from the job of the local government chairman. These are constitutionalities. For example, the federal, when it comes to primary health care and primary schools and some of the things that has to do with empowerment, the federal is only concerned about policies. But when it comes to the implementation, the local government chairman is responsible for building, for revamping, for equipping teachers and students with the tools they need at primary school level. The repairs of the schools, it is the local government chairman. It is within the constitutionality, the purview of the local government chairman. Sanitation, waste management is all within the local government chairman. Primary health care is all within the local government chairman. Tenement rate, all of these things, the minister will not jump. He's a lawyer. He's not going to jump into the jurisdictions of the local government chairman. That's not going to happen. The president won't do it. You see, when clarity is not given to issues of governance, to nation building, to leadership, it allows for confusion to thrive. I can tell you loud and clear that we're not going to have issues with the minister in any case or for anything. He's going
Dr.
to love
Mo,
me
Dr. Mo,
because I can tell you this.
Dr. Mo,
Yes.
we have seen what happened in River State. We have seen what happened in River State. We have seen what happened in River State. I say it several times. None of us are fools. We know exactly what took place in that place. And it is simply because of godfatherism, and it is simply because we have seen it happen in a lot of states today. Even when President, was saying, leave the local government people, we deal with them directly. Many governors are still trying to stifle, to limit, to malign, to ensure that these people are not operating independently the way they're supposed to. So the reason why I'm asking this question is because I have seen the passion that is in you. It is about people, about loving people, about making sure that our children grow up in a very decent, educated, enlightened environment. I know that you will do it, but also I do understand that sometimes things happen when it comes to governance with all these people, these old politicians that have, they have dug foundations and they're feeding on that foundation. So that's the reason why I'm asking that question. So I want you to be prepared, because with everything that you are saying, the likelihood that you're going to win that election is very high. So get ready and get ready and get ready, because sometimes things happen and we know that.
All right, George. George, beautiful. Dr. Mo, it's let's just say a month or 2 months to that day. We're going to have you on several occasions here, because hear this. First of all, we need to make you understand the network. It's diaspora, Nigerians in the diaspora network. And we have everybody from different corners, each coordinator handling the different parts of the world. Like I said, George is here with me, and he's for North America. So we'll have you again. More importantly, we want to have you with your principal, Peter Obi. I don't know if you would do that for us. Let's have Peter Obi. We want Peter Obi again, if possible, next week with you here, then with some other network members. But let's not exceed our time. We have a given time for the network. So, but it's beautiful hearing. At least we got to meet you. We know you now. Our eyes are on you. We hold you by your words, because AMAC is a special side of Nigeria. This year we heard there will be the Groovy Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians will be coming from abroad, from America, from Japan, from China, into Abuja for the Groovy Nigeria, Groovy December. So let's have you again next week. Prepare yourself. It's going to be hotter this time. We want to know more.
And I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
George is coming. George is coming to Abuja. So, Dr. Mo, pleasant honor and a pleasant time with you here. More importantly, Dr. Mo, tell us next time the security situation in Abuja, because we also heard things are not too nice in terms of security. So let's know what you do about that. I mean, you can't have that power and allow some ragtag people mess the security up for you. So thank you. You have any last word before you go? Is there anything you want to say?
The last thing I want to say is that I'm soliciting to the diaspora to know that this is your project. The connection to the diaspora, anybody, Asia, China, United States, London, your connection is to AMAC. AMAC is your connection. Ensure that you fund Dr. Mo. We need materials where this election is more important than the presidential election, because it touches livelihood. It connects to you directly. This is why I'm sitting down with all the ambassadors from the British to all the EU and talking to them directly, because this is the only position that puts the diaspora directly in connection with Nigeria. So I'm soliciting for your support, and I'm asking that this is your project, and you can everybody is connected. Anybody who is dead or alive is connected to AMAC. AMAC is the most important geographical council in Nigeria. And I'm asking everyone who is listening home and abroad to channel their energies here. I am that person who is there to ensure that you have open governance, transparency. I am accountable to you. I am just that servant that is willing to be used, and I'm here to be that man for you.
Nice. Thank you very much, George. That's the Dr. Moses Paul. Yes. Mo, yeah.
Thank you.
See you again soon.
Yeah, see
Thank
you. So talk to Peter Obi. Like I said, we will need the two of you, so that he can also that raising of the hand, a principal raising the son's hand means a lot when in politics.
Yes.
Yeah, it means a lot. So let's do that here. Let the Nigerians in diaspora see you too, and take it from there.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Mo. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All right. George, that was Dr. Moon, and that was a beautiful one. Beautiful question she also put to him. George, let's crop up with this. We have to do at least some of what we have before we go. George, we just finished the Miss Universe, and it was full with scandal. I know you don't look much, but let's talk about the Miss Universe. Miss Universe just finished, and one Fatima Bosch of Mexico won this year's title. But it was filled with scandal. But why we want to talk about this is the African side of it. George, do you know all through the event, everybody's eyes were on Miss Cote d'Ivoire. Miss Cote d'Ivoire was splendid. She had the beauty, the grace, the everything you could look at. You could want to check on criteria for Miss Universe, but it wasn't given to her. So we're asking the question: is it that the black skin isn't beautiful enough, George? I mean.
Well, we don't know. We don't know, but we know that black. But we know that black is beautiful. But also, we also know that many times we see things go the other way, not because it's supposed to go the other way, but because of people's perceptions, and then what they will consider to be like, okay, this individual from this area, what can they bring to the table? What kind of influence are they going to have? Which is very, very sad that such a beautiful, young lady, who is supposed to win, possibly did not win, not because she wasn't qualified, but simply because the eyes and the perception of the people who were voting this, went the other way. It's very unfortunate, but we don't know. I can just sit over here and tell you this is the reason why such things happen. It does happen. We see it happen all the time. But she is actually very beautiful.
Yeah, right, George. So that's it. Viewers, we've been on with Wednesday African updates with George, and we had Dr. Moore from Abuja earlier on. George, do you have any last word for
Well,
today?
listen, I called upon these pastors that are in Nigeria to get themselves together, because with such an explosive spiritual power that they are supposed to be having, these things ought not to be happening. Because the reason why I'm calling upon them is nobody's looking at them. Most of them are coming out and condemning even the fact that America is looking into coming to, help to eradicate this nonsense that is happening in our country. So I call upon them again and again. If you have the impetus to stand on the pulpit and call upon the name of Almighty God, and then these things are happening, and I don't see you guys coming together as a force to be reckoned with to spiritually destroy these things that are happening, then I don't see any respect you guys ought to be having to the public. So that's what I'm saying. And I am praying as one that belongs to God Almighty, as a son, as a king, and as a priest before Almighty God, because I've been made so, according to the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 6, and according to the book of Revelation 5 and 10, I'm a priest and a king unto God. I am calling upon all those who say they are Christians to come together. Let's destroy this stronghold in the spirit, this territorial spirit that is destroying our nation. The Muslims are not going to be able to do it. We have the authority. We have the power that has been given to us by our commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Jesus Christ, to do so. Therefore, let there be an exposure of all the people that are sympathizers, those that are in the government, those that are corrupt and helping people to heal. Let there be an exposure, and let the ministering spirits come down to scatter them and destroy them before it can happen in the physical, because it's a stronghold. And I call upon all the pastors, join together and let us do this. And that's what we
join together and let us do it. But it will be hard to do. You know this. But I second you, because I know in the Bible, in those days, the prophets were the ones that would walk up to the king and tell them to their face, listen, what you're doing is wrong. God is not happy with you. We saw that with Ahab and Elijah. We saw that with so many prophets and kings, Samuel and Saul, all of that. So, but we're in a time when You know, everybody's playing smart. Everybody doesn't. Everybody wants to go along with some, you know, cunning moves. You know, they don't want to be marked as that man that used to talk like this. That one that
They want to be politically correct. But
politically correct.
if you hold yourself as a
Yeah.
pastor in a
Yeah.
nation, pastoring over thousands of people, most of
And,
their lives are in danger and their families are
Yeah,
being
that's
destroyed in
true.
the middle belt. What are you doing? What
What are you doing?
responsibility do you have before Almighty God?
Yeah.
Because tomorrow
Yeah.
you'll be asked, what did you do with the anointing that I put upon you? What did you
So-
do with the power that I gave you to be
Yes.
a representative
Okay.
of the kingdom of
Also,
God?
also added to what the pastors could do, I tell you, this is my own style, George. Because Jesus even said so. I tell you, the fortifying yourself with arms and guns, this point is what could also help. Because, I mean, these guys are coming with real arms. They are coming with heavy machines, and having your own clock with you will not be a bad idea.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Pastor Mark.
Yeah.
This is time for God to
Okay.
calm down. Don't think for a moment that what Trump did to trouble the water in Nigeria is only physical or political. It is spiritual.
Yes.
The innocent blood that has been shed in our country is crying out before Almighty God. And every single person that called themselves a Christian or a pastor ought not to be sitting back. One can chase 1,000 a flight, 2, 10,000 a flight. We do not war against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. This is a stronghold that can be broken in the spirit, and you will see Nigeria in the next few years become that shining star that we're supposed to be in Africa and around the world.
All right, George. Strong words. Thank you, viewers. It's been 15 more minutes added to the normal time, but we thank you because we had a guest. George has done so well being with us, and we'll come again Friday, hopefully. God bless you all. Have a beautiful week, midweek. Thank you, George. Hump day.